ignoring my ex's request for a sit-down talk between him, his wife, and me. I, 31 female, have 2 kids, 11 and 9, with my ex, 33 male. We never married and our relationship wasn't very good, so breaking up wasn't crazy. For a while it surprised me that he left first. I always suspected his wife, 32, was around before he left me. They said they were a couple less than 5 months after we broke up, and in that same conversation they told me they were a team and everything going forward had to include her, as the kids would know her as their second mom. They told me to get used to hearing her called mom because they would not stop it and would actively encourage it. I brought them to court, and the judge added a clause about calling a step-parent or partner mom or dad. This pissed them off, but they still tried to show off what they could do as a couple for the kids that I couldn't as a single mom. Ex's wife said she would be the mother to their other siblings that would win the kids over to her even more. She said she would be the preferred mom even if they never got to call her that. Or she said maybe they would, and my kids would hate me for separating them if I got so jealous. I spent a lot of years documenting and trying to stay calm for the sake of my kids. We used a co-parenting app for communication, and they still send messages through that about how she'd be favored and things like that. They were scolded a number of times over it. A few years ago, I put my kids in therapy because I knew they picked up on the issues between the adults. My ex's wife never got pregnant. For a while, I noticed she was looking more and more depressed and desperate when no babies came. Around July last year, my ex told me the kids would be with me for longer and he would work out a makeup schedule later. I found out 6 weeks later that his wife had tried to take her own life and was in the hospital, and that it was triggered by the news she could not have biological children. She and my ex also told people that it was made worse by my son not drawing her in a picture of his family that same day at summer camp. Back in June, my ex suggested the 3 of us sit down and talk some things through. I told him anything that needed to be said could be done via the app. He said face-to-face was better, that they wanted to improve the relationships so that she could be an equal parent and family member to the kids. I started ignoring the requests after first saying no because I do not think this will be a good idea and I do not trust them. Am I wrong here?